It's your boy Tone 202. One more again coming at you. Let me get rid of this. It's for my eyes. Screen glare. I want to talk about the more zombie apocalypse type stuff going on, or for the religious people, the last day type of thing, you know, where they're going to be monitoring us and putting chips in our bodies and all that. And it all begins somewhere. Well, I think here it goes. One, let's go back a couple years. I just want to let's go back a couple years. Let's go back to George Bush, Daddy Bush, going in, getting all the oil, yada yada yada, claiming he was fighting Saddam Hussein. Okay. But basically him and Dick Cheney were working together, yada, yada, yada. Let's move forward. His son also kills a bunch of people for war, oil, war profiteering, more Dick Cheney, yada, yada, yada. Bringing us up, space station. We're no longer going into space and spending money for that. So on and so forth. Here we go, Ebola. Now, if you don't think all them things has something to do with what's going to be in the future, you're just being naive, because it really does. Take a good look at BP. Take a good look at Halliburton. Anyway, so up to now. Now we have, and I could even go further back than that, but I'm not going to do that. But now we have Ebola came in from a dude from Zaire. That guy comes in. They know that the guy is sick. They send him home. He has a deadly disease that has killed many people in his country. They don't keep him in a hospital. They clear him to go home. He goes home. He comes back. He goes home. He comes back and says he has symptoms of Ebola. Basically, they do absolutely nothing. Send him home again. 2 days later, he comes back and he dies. Okay. 2 weeks ago, a nurse contracted Ebola. She is still alive because the guy died about 2 weeks ago. So now we know a nurse attracted an Asian woman. She got Ebola, and her dog has Ebola. So from this guy, okay, boom. Then we just found out a African American woman. She has Ebola also, and the CDC cleared her to get on an airplane. Doesn't that sound familiar? Let's look at the movie, World War Z. You know, what happened on that plane with Brad Pitt? People, wake up. The CDC clears this woman. Okay, so it's not as drastic as Brad Pitt. All right, so let's keep going. Now we're looking at government control. This video is going to talk, this video is the president. And listen to what he says very carefully.
What I've directed the CDC to do is that as soon as somebody is diagnosed with Ebola, we want a rapid response team, a SWAT team, essentially, from the CDC to be on the ground as quickly as possible. In addition, we are reviewing every step of what's happened since Mr. Duncan was initially brought in to the hospital in Dallas, so that we understand exactly where some of the problems may have occurred.
Okay. Newsflash. He said the CDC, he wants to give them permission to have a rapid response team come in, basically come and quarantine you or take you somewhere. And then he said a SWAT team. Let's think about that. Let's just drink that in. SWAT team. Okay. Let's go back a couple months ago. Michael Brown shooting. Michael Brown got shot. People rioted in the street. When they rioted in the street, what did the police look like? They did not look like regular uniformed cops. They looked like soldiers. If you saw any footage from that, you will see that they have tanks. They had a whole bunch of tanks coming through Missouri, and they all had Red Cross on it, had a Red Cross on them. Tanks coming into Missouri. Okay, people, wake up. Let's really think about that. So let's just say hypothetically, somebody in your family or close to you, down the street, whatever, gets Ebola. The CDC is now allowed to issue a warrant to come into your house, quarantine your house, quarantine you, or pretty much take you away. Just think about that. Do you think that they're going to come in a suit and tie, people? They will not. They're not going to come in white suits either. They're going to come in riot. It's not even going to be like. It's going to be the riot gear that you saw at when Michael Brown got shot. That's what it's going to look like. They just got a whole bunch of money from the government to buy excess weapons that we're using over there in the East or whatever that is. They just got a whole bunch of money for that. They have enough ordnance that they could fight a war for 20 years. People, this is serious. They are coming after us. And they're going to use this Ebola. And a lot of people are going to be like, you're just joking. Okay, watch. Watch what happens in the next 2-3 months. Michael Duncan had it. Now 2 other people got it. Those 2 people were, 2 other people and a dog has it. Those 2 people were exposed to people on airplanes. By next month, there's going to be at least 10 more people who have it. And the numbers are just going to go up. And then what's really crazy is if they even think that you have it. If they think it's possible that you could have been exposed, you don't have to be exposed. They're going to say, well, we think you were. They'll pull you right up out of your car. They'll snatch your kid. They don't care who you are. They'll take you. They will. And think it won't happen. We already know that they're just killing people left and right. They're already killing people. And then you got cops walking through the street like the dude walking through the street in St. Louis with an M16 or whatever that is, just pointing at people. We're in trouble. We're in big trouble. You better get on your knees. You better start praying to the only one who can help you, and that's the Lord Jesus, Lord Yahshua, Yahweh. Pray. You better start, because when they come down after us, they're going to come after us, and you better have somebody. You better get on your knees. It's coming. These people are not playing. This your boy Tone 202. Hey, I'm praying every day. I'm trying to get my life right. I'm trying to get my soul right, because there's nothing guaranteed, and there's no day guaranteed, and it's looking even worse now. And they can do what they want with you. Tuskegee experiment, anybody? They let Michael Duncan die. They let him die. Just like they did in the Tuskegee experiments. You don't know what it is, look it up. It's your boy Tone 202. Pray about it. Bye.